again. Welcome to the Intuitive Messenger channel. My name is Mitchell Osborn. You can find me at mitchellosborn.com for all my services. So I'm going to be reading from the Creative Whack Pack this week rather than a traditional tarot card or oracle card or Lenormand card deck. It's a fun deck. So I'll do that reading after the message for this week. And the message, I think, is such a really cool, powerful one. It has been for me, and it has been for many, many years. And it is this. Spirit dropped it back in my head this way. Claim what you have rather than what you lack. Claim who you are rather than who you are not. And I say this has been with me a long time. I'll never forget, I think it was Jamie Lee Curtis. Well, I know it was her. She was on Oprah years ago. And I remember she was talking about your words and intentions. And the one thing that she said to me is, anytime I hear someone say, oh, I can't wait till the weekend, I immediately cringe, only because when you say, I can't wait for, that means basically from that moment until that event, you really don't want that time to exist. I cannot wait. And the moment you say that, it puts you in a place of kind of anxiety and just, I don't want this time to happen. I want it to be that time right now, which is basically you're wishing your life away is what you're saying in a nutshell. And, what you do is just flip it to, I look forward to. It's like, I don't say, I can't wait for my vacation in a week. I look forward to, or I'm so excited for, my vacation. I'm so looking forward to it and so excited. And, claiming what you lack. And, another thing that I'm big about is like, if someone says, hey, let's go away for a weekend. I can't say never because I still slip, but 99% of the time I won't say, oh, I don't have the money. That's claiming what I lack. I'll say, thank you so much for the offer. I'll pass this time. Simple as that. If they get their panties in a wad, that's their problem. But the moment you say, I can't because of lack, then you put yourself in that place of lack. Or, oh, I'm not a good singer, rather than, I choose to speak my words rather than sing them. I choose to be, I'm a good writer. I'm a good communicator with words or with photography. So this week, focus on speaking, what you have rather than what you lack, or who you are rather than who you're not. And that goes along with physical health and things too. Are you identifying with a diagnosis, or are you trying to move beyond that? Because I feel like probably 95% of the things that we are diagnosed or told we are or have, even with, I avoid gluten products. People always say, oh, he can't eat that. He's gluten free. And I love that. I love gluten free because it means I avoid it. I'm free from it. I'm not allergic to it. Finally did the test. So basically I just avoid it because I feel better without it. I try to just say things in that term. So watch your words. Watch your words carefully this week. So there's your message. All right. So let's look at the cards, the Creative Whack Pack. So basically, what can you expect? How can you best navigate it? And, how will you grow? What will you learn? What might you manifest? And let's look at, so what can we expect this week? This is unusual to use this deck for this. So what can we expect this week? Have something at stake. So we can expect, I love these like fish heads. So basically we can expect to have some stake in what's going on this week. I feel like what that means is there's going to be some important things that you're going to have a say in, you're going to have stake in, that you're going to, have like ownership in, some things that are going to be very important for you and you're going to need to weigh in. So how can you best navigate that energy? So pull the card, get out of your box. So get out of your comfort zone, get out of the box that you've been thinking. One of the best stories I have about like this is, is the little girl is looking at her mom at Thanksgiving. She's like, Mom, why do you cut the ends of the ham off before you put it in the oven and bake it? She goes, I don't know. Your grandmother did it, my mom. So just go ask your grandmother. The little girl went to her grandmother and said, Grandma, how come, you taught Mom to cut the ends of the steak or the ends of the ham off before she puts it in the oven? And the grandmother said, well, I don't know. My mother taught me. Go ask your great-grandmother. So she walked into the great-grandmother. She said, Great-grandma, how come you taught your daughter and your granddaughter to cut the end of the ham off before you put it in the oven? And the great-grandmother said, oh, honey, back in the day, years and years and years ago, the pan we had was so tiny, if I didn't cut the ends of the ham off, it wouldn't fit in there. So, it's a sacred cow that has just been revisited time and time again. So get out of your box. Stop doing it the same old way because there may be something, you may be cutting off and wasting a whole lot of ham. So how will you grow? What will you learn from this week? challenging the rules. You will learn to challenge the rules. And I love this. This is a giant big ball of knot. And it's and this is what the story goes. According to an ancient prophecy, whoever could untie the Gordian knot was destined to become the king of age. Everybody tried and failed. Finally, someone came up and just took a knife and cut it open. And it's like, they never said you couldn't do that way. So, challenge yourself and see what comes up. Challenge the rules this week, because you've got something at stake. And the rules, I think, are your own rules, are your own box, are your own comfort zones. So get out of your box this week. Challenge yourself just a little bit, because there's some important things going on this week. And we are now in March. I'm going to post, you can subscribe here, and then you can check out the March video, but it's going to be a great month. So check those two out. Thanks again. Namaste. Bye-bye.